He'll bring it out. It's Vincent. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the... And they can't get it done early in this one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, for these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Looking deep. Finds him out of the backfield. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
Fourth and long. I mean, what just fourth and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? Fourth down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Caught over the middle. It's Bates. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Back to throw. It's Nolan. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Noles are marching down the field.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride Davis here. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got room at the 35. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They're going to run just about their entire opening script on the first drive of the game. 12th play coming up on 3rd down. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Trying to surge it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Give to the running back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try to get outside. Got a little space. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Open space at the 25. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Looking for a crease. It's Kane. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Powers through the defender. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Green 25.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. It's Nolan. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense changing the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They go to the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No third down conversion for you.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the... Snatches it on the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house, make big plays.
The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down. Dropping back, it's Nolan. He's got the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Baker. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Offense lining up quickly. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Nolan. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed in 2 straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Knowles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hard Rock!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Nolan. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab deep. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
TCU 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Baker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Baker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it! Here he goes! 10! Touchdown, TCU! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the two, and they will draw no closer here.
That keeps the score. Florida State 28, TCU 23.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. On the run, it's man. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he was fortunate not to lose. On that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Finding an escape route. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as well.
And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Power football with the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll take it himself. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, TCU.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Cricket.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Seminoles will hustle for the line. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds a tight end down the gut. There he goes. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Man, that's a really nice job executing by this offense. 3rd down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a 1st and goal for this offense.
He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th.
Turning it on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Finds us back in the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.